Business Management and Strategy Terms and Concepts. PHR, SPHR, SHRM-CP, SHRM-SCP exams. By Human Resource Prep. Have you subscribed to this channel? Please do. Would you like to see more videos like this for free? Then please subscribe and click on the like button. Mission Statement. This is the purpose for creating an organization. It is used to determine the organization's values, standards, and strategies. It specifies what the company does, who its customers are, and the priorities it has set in pursuing its work. Vision Statement. It specifies the company goals to be achieved in the future and inspires the organization. It is a vivid, guiding image of an organization's desired future. Goal. The purpose towards which an endeavor is directed. Goals are general, broad, abstract and strategic. Objective. Specific, measurable, concrete and tactical targets that will be accomplished to achieve an overall goal with a time-bound schedule or timeline for completion. Action plans. Detailed steps a unit or team will take on how to achieve short-term objectives. Goal-setting model. Goals must be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant and time-bound SMART as well as evaluated on a regular basis and recognized, rewarded when achieved or revisited when not, SMARTer. SWOT analysis. Strengths and weaknesses are internal to the organization. Opportunities and threats are external to the organization. Goals versus objectives in pictures. Strategic planning process. Environmental scanning. A systematic survey and interpretation of relevant data to identify external opportunities and threats. Strategy formulation. The phase in which vision and mission statements, corporate goals are developed, and organizational values are defined. Strategy implementation. The phase in which short-term objectives are established, action plans to achieve objectives are developed, resources are allocated, and focus on motivating employees to achieve the plan. Strategy evaluation. The phase in which strategies are reviewed, performance toward objectives is measured, and corrective action is taken. Management functions. Planning, organizing, leading, directing, and controlling. POLC model. Planning. This involves forecasting, setting goals, setting budgets, and determining actions. Organizing. This involves designing a structure to assist in goal accomplishment that effectively relates human and non-human resources to the tasks of the enterprise. Directing. This involves engaging in those activities that ensure effective operation, including leadership, coaching, and motivation of employee action towards goals. Controlling. This function helps to check errors in order to take corrective action. It is done to minimize deviation from standards and ensure that the stated goals of the organization are achieved in a desired manner. The four functions of management: planning, organizing, leading, controlling. Business metric. A performance metric or key performance indicator, KPI, that measures progress towards the goal. Example, sales revenue. Centralization. Degree to which decision-making authority is restricted to higher levels of management in an organization. Top management makes the majority of the organization's decisions. Decentralization. Degree to which decision-making authority is given to lower levels in an organization's hierarchy. Simple structure. There is only one level of management. Functional structure. Organizational structure that defines departments by what services they contribute to the organization's overall mission. The chain of command is pyramid-shaped with different levels of management. It departmentalizes an organization based on common job functions. Divisional structure. Organizational structure in which segments are separated by product, customer or market, or region. The chain of command is separated into divisions based on a specific characteristic. Matrix structure. Organizational structure that combines departmentalization by division and function to gain the benefits of both. Two overlapping chains of command where each employee reports to a division, project manager and a department manager. Have you subscribed to this channel? Please do. Would you like to see more videos like this for free? Then please subscribe and click on the like button. Process-based structure. Process-based organizational structures are designed around the end-to-end flow of different processes, such as research and development, customer acquisition, and order fulfillment. Flat structure. The flat structure limits the levels of management so all staff are only a few steps away from leadership. In this structure, many levels of middle management are eliminated. Modular structure. A modular organizational structure refers to a business that can be separated and recombined to work more efficiently. Automotive, computer and appliance manufacturers have been on the cutting edge of modular structures. Network structure. The network structure is less hierarchical, more decentralized, and more flexible than other structures. In a network structure, managers coordinate and control relationships that are both internal and external to the firm. The network structure is based on social networks. Its structure relies on open communication and reliable partners, both internal and external. The network structure is viewed as agiler than other structures because it has few levels, more control and more bottom flow of decision-making. Line organizational structure. Line organizational structure is one of the simplest types of organizational structures. Its authority flows from top to bottom. Unlike other structures, specialized and supportive services do not take place in these organizations. Team-based organizational structure. Team-based organizational structures are made of teams working towards a common goal while working on their individual tasks. They are less hierarchical and they have flexible structures that reinforce problem-solving, decision-making and teamwork. Project. A series of tasks and activities that has a stated goal and objectives, a schedule with defined start and end dates, and a budget that sets limits on the use of monetary and human resources. Project sponsor. The individual, often a manager or executive, with overall accountability for the project. Project manager. The individual who controls the cost of the project, the time spent on the project, and the scope of the project. Program evaluation and review technique, PERT, chart. Project management tool used to schedule, organize, and coordinate tasks within a project. Gantt chart. Project planning tool that graphically displays activities of a project in sequential order and plots them against time and deadlines. 3 project characteristics. Stated goal and objectives. All projects are established to fulfill some need or requirement in the organization. Schedule. Projects have a timeline that culminates in a target completion date. Resource budget. All projects will use various resources, time, money, equipment, people. Phases of a project life cycle. Initiation, planning, executing, controlling, closing. Project champion, cheerleader. Communicates the benefits of a project to the organization. Gantt chart in pictures. PERT chart in pictures. Plan project stage. Project manager is selected, team members assigned. Project manager retains overall project responsibility while leaders manage day-to-day team tasks. Project management roles. 1. Interpersonal. In this role, the project manager is a leader and a liaison. The top priorities are building team norms and fostering harmony. 2. Informational. In this project role, the manager is a spokesperson who gathers and disseminates information and is responsible for helping team members communicate effectively across all areas of the organization. 3. Decisional. In this role, the project manager allocates resources, negotiates differences, and encourages project progress. Implement project plan stage. Project management stage, most labor-intensive phase of project. Represents the largest portion of the schedule and budget. Project manager's role may expand now to include motivating the team and removing obstacles. Monitor, control, and adapt stage. Project management stage. Project manager oversees the quality of the work being produced, progress against the schedule, use of resources. Evaluations may be conducted if large enough project. Take action to mitigate risk and remove obstacles. Evaluate outcomes stage. Project management stage. Project ends in a culminating event. Project completion should be documented in a report that details accomplishments and gaps, observations for future success, and if needed next steps, can be conducted immediately at one time or can be conducted at a later date periodically. PESTLE Analysis. Political, laws, regulations, taxes. Economic, growth, inflation. Social, culture, demographics. Technological, invention and implementation of new technologies. Legal. Environmental. Porter's 5 forces analysis. Threat of substitute products. Threat of new competition. Existing competitive rivals. Bargaining power of customers. Bargaining powers of suppliers. Assets. The resources owned by an organization. Liabilities. The financial costs an organization owes to others. Equity. Assets minus liabilities. Balance sheet. This shows the assets, liabilities and equity at a point in time. Income statement. This shows revenue and expenses during a period of time, usually a year. Return on investment, ROI. Calculation that measures the economic return on a project or investment. A ratio above 1 indicates that an investment will output more value than was consumed. The formula for ROI is, ROI equals amount gained minus amount spent 100. ROE, return on equity. Income compared to average shareholder investment. Gross profit margin. Total revenue for a period minus the cost of sales for that period divided by the total revenue for that period. Cash flow. Money received compared to money spent. Have you subscribed to this channel? Please do. Would you like to see more videos like this for free? Then please subscribe and click on the like button. Budget. A plan that describes projected income and expenses over a period of time. Components of a budget. 1. Coordination and integration requires establishing objectives in advance and identifying the steps by which to accomplish them. 2. Motivation. The process involves goal setting and feedback, and these activities serve to increase motivation. 3. Control and evaluation. A budget is an important management tool for monitoring the performance of a business unit and controlling its actions. Functions of budget. 1. Control income and expenditures. 2. Establish priorities. 3. Set performance goals. 4. Assign responsibilities. 5. Allocate the use of resource. 6. Forecast future needs. 7. Motivate individuals and organizational units. 8. Improve efficiency. 9. Monitor and evaluate performance. Zero-based budgeting. Form of budgeting that requires that expenditures be justified for each new period. Formula budgeting. Form of budgeting in which an average cost is applied to comparable expenses and general funding is changed by a specific amount. Incremental budgeting. Form of budgeting in which the prior budget is the basis for allocation of funds. Types of budgeting methods in pictures. Gross domestic product, GDP. Estimate of the total value of goods and services produced in a country in a given year. Inventory. In an operations department, this refers to an organization's major asset after physical buildings and equipment. Human capital. Combined knowledge, skills, and experience of a company's employees embodied in the ability to perform labor so as to produce economic value. Cost-benefit analysis. Ratio that allows management to determine the financial impact particular activities and programs will have on a company's profitability. Formula: value of projected or received benefits, cost equals cost-benefit ratio. Qualitative analysis uses subjective judgment based on non-quantifiable information. Examples include Delphi technique, nominal group technique, brainstorming, management expertise, etc. Quantitative analysis: the use of mathematical and statistical methods to evaluate business opportunities and make decisions. Examples include correlation coefficient, average, trend analysis, simple linear regression, etc. Sample portion of a population used to draw conclusions regarding an entire population. Delphi technique and nominal group technique in pictures. Span of control. This refers to the number of individuals who report to a supervisor. Chain of command. This is the official hierarchy of authority that dictates who is in charge of whom and of whom permission must be asked. Capacity. An organization's ability to yield output and produce with available materials. Business case. A business case provides justification for undertaking a project, program or portfolio. It evaluates the benefits, costs, and risks of alternative options and provides a rationale for the preferred solution. Inductive reasoning. Inductive reasoning moves from specific instances into a generalized conclusion. For example, Harold is a grandfather. Harold is bald. Therefore, all grandfathers are bald. Deductive reasoning. Deductive reasoning moves from generalized principles that are known to be true to a true and specific conclusion. For example, all men are mortal. Harold is a man. Therefore, Harold is mortal. Line units. Work groups that conduct the major business of an organization. Examples: production, operation, sales, and marketing. Staff units. Work group that supports the line units. Examples include HR, finance, admin. Scheduling. This involves the activities of detailed planning to meet customer demands based upon incoming orders, order history, and forecasts of future demand. Third-party vendor. An outside vendor contracted to perform a service. Request for proposal. Invitation to a third-party vendor requesting bids for a product or service. Ethics. Practices, procedures, and behaviors to ensure individuals perform duties in a fair, proper, and morally responsibly manner. Was this video helpful? If yes, please subscribe and click on the like button. Also check out the description box for more resources towards HR certification success.